Hello and welcome to the channel, you dirty degens. My name is Private Parts. Here are the top 5 things I regret not knowing when releasing my first Steam title. Here we're coming up on the 3rd anniversary of releasing Apostle 3D. Apostle 3D is a boomer shooter similar to Doom or Wolfenstein. Apostle 3D took me about a year to make. Could have been more successful, but we'll get to that. Before you ask, here's the revenue. I made about 500 bucks off the game. 500 bucks, that's no good. You should do better. Why do you only make $500, Private Parts? To that I say, go make your own game. Let's get into the top 5 things I regret not knowing. Number 1 is marketing. Game devs, indie game devs, tend to wear a lot of hats, whether that be programming, art, animation, UI, UX design. Marketing was definitely not one of the ones I knew, and I regret it so much, especially early on in game development. Things I would do moving forward is, as soon as I got a good vertical slice, or even before that, just going out and talking to people like, hey, come check out my alpha. Come check out my. If you're making a game and you can find people to look at your content, look at your game, you need to hold on dear to them and keep giving them content as you're progressing through your milestones. Very important stuff. Number 2 is your Steam page setup. This goes along with marketing. I did not know how to set up a Steam page. They have a tutorial. It was crap. I found tutorials on YouTube. I'll link them in the description below. John Troller and Oro Dev. Oro Dev's a new one. That one didn't come out until after I was already released with Apostle 3D. But John, I think it's Joel. Hold on. Pretty sure it's John Tralala. He had a tutorial. It was pretty good. It got me what I needed. Again, I was rushing through these things. I needed to get this game out at ASAP for unbeknownst reasons. Who knows? But anyways, Oro Dev goes more into detail about how you upload things to Steam and how the players get them, branches that you can make, how their whole revision system works there. So I would suggest watching those because I regret not knowing this stuff. All those people that you get in marketing to come see your game, and if they come to a Steam page that looks like crap, you know, that they're gonna go bye-bye. They're going away. They're over there now. You know, make sure your Steam page looks good. If it doesn't, you know, that's people that are not gonna look at your game anymore. You lost them. You lost them, guy. It's no good. You need things that go boom. So spend time on your Steam page, because I damn sure regret not doing that. Number 3 is proper debugging and testing. Don't be stingy with your game keys. Don't be stingy with your game. Let people play it. Find that community. Let them play it. I was lucky enough to find a small community. This goes again with marketing. Marketing's number 1, I'm telling you. This goes again with marketing. I found a small community for my boomer shooter, my retro shooter, called E1M1 Magazine. I found them on Twitter. I was getting them to play my game. They tested for me. Again, you need to do these things early on in development as well. If you wait too long, there's just more stuff that they have to test. It's going to take longer for you to fix bugs. Every time that you roll out a new feature, you need to have people testing it, you know, just so that way you get proper debugging. One of the things I regret not knowing is one of the most basic things. Again, when I first started making Apostle 3D, I was a beginner. I'm talking like I barely knew how to program, and I was just going at it. And I would put debug.logs everywhere in my code to make sure things were hitting right and set up breakpoints. So I'll show you on screen now. Okay, so here we are in my current game. I'll hop in the game manager, and we'll put in a breakpoint. Right up here is attached to Unity. Now what this does is it enables you to debug your game during runtime. So you'll be able to, here, we'll go ahead and place one in. We'll do drop bits, okay? Attach it to Unity. Go back to Unity. You enable debugging for this session. And then, whenever we play the game, we can then step through and see if everything's being hit instead of placing debug.logs everywhere. Okay, right there, auto click. That was another breakpoint that I had. Continue. right there. So what this is whenever we gather enough points or enough bits, it'll drop the bits, a donation payout. And you can press F10 on your keyboard, and this will give you, it'll let you know the variable, like what's stored in the variable. So this float has a value of 10, and then create drop bits. It'll take that value, and you can press F11 to step into that function. You see here, press F10, and then you can F11 again, and it'll spawn. It goes to the function that spawns it, and you can go through and step through all of these, and it'll give you values for each one. So that way you can track all the values that are being passed through your variables instead of just putting debug.logs and asking the variable to show up in the console. And it's really great to have this, and it's something I really regret not knowing going through with Apostle 3D. So yeah, that's how you do that. We got the bits dropping. Catch all the bits. Okay, and number 4 is looking for help. I still have a problem with this today because I just like doing things by myself. I'm you know, I like the challenge of learning new skills, but that can distract me from my main work item that I'm trying to complete, or, you know, distract me from the main goal of something. Like, let's say I need pixel art done for this game. Okay, now I have to spend time doing pixel art, and that's hours. And if I don't know that technique or how I want the pixel art to learn, now I have to learn that thing. You know, in the long run it works, but if you're trying to release a game quick, or if you're trying to release a game, yeah, quick, I guess, quick, it just takes some of the load off. You know, if you like having that load,
phrasing,
then, you know, go for it. But if you want to share it, man, I would suggest doing it. Plus, if you get people to do it for free, that's free labor. You know what I'm saying? And they get a credit in the game. Lastly, number 5, and probably the most important, is patience. Having patience, having no patience really was my downfall. You know, there's a lot of things going on when I was releasing this game. I was finishing school, graduating from Full Sail University, needed to find a job to pay the bills. I was getting divorced. I was getting married. Your boy's that hot of a commodity, you know? So, yeah, boy. All right, and you know, I just wanted to get that game out as quick as possible. If I, in the long run, it backfired on me. If I were to wait and just put all that time and effort that I should have into the game, you know, I could be driving a Bugatti right now. What color is your Bugatti? In all seriousness, you know, have patience. There is a thing called feature creep. I don't think that this was it. All that time that I spent trying to rush the game out, I could have, you know, just had patience and waited and added more to the game, filled the game world with more items, tested and fixed my UI, which was terrible. You know, these are just things that could have been better. Anyways, that's the 5 things I regret not knowing with my first game. If you found this video insightful, please diddle that sub button, and we'll catch you next time.